Yes.
Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat.
It's Steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
But you love me for my twang.
That's right, it is Twang Tuesday. And on this day, I like to feature country music past, present, or future on the channel. Now, this next song is an accident, and I will tell you why. If you saw my previous video that I did Glenn Campbell's Southern Nights, I mentioned that I tried to do certain artists and YouTube said,
"Not today."
and one of those artists was Willie Nelson. And when I got denied, the thing I was thinking about in my head is that, Willie Nelson is an old hippie. And then all of a sudden this song popped into my head. I was like, hey, I remember a song called Old Hippie. And I knew it had a little bit of a country twang to it. And so I went to look for it. Now, I didn't know who sang the song. And I was very surprised, but I was, happy that this is a song by an artist that I've already done on the channel, and that is the Bellamy Brothers. I did Let Your Love Flow. And so when I found out that they wrote this song, I was like, okay, cool. And so that's how I came about doing this song. Now, this song was from 1985. Now, for some reason, I probably have heard this song, but I only remember a certain line, and I always have my mother in my head saying these lines. If I'm playing this song, I probably haven't heard this song since 1985. But the lyrics, I think I've heard my mom sing somewhere around that time frame up until maybe 10 years afterwards. So I've always had the lyrics in my head. He's an old hippie and he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old? Should he grab onto the new? Or something to that effect. That's the only lyrics that I can remember in my head. So this isn't a first time reaction, but it's going to be a first time reaction to this song for me because, again, I don't think I've heard this song since 1985. So, with this song coming out in 1985, let's take a look at what this song did on the charts. And Bellamy went to number 2 on the Hot Country Songs and number 1 on the Canadian RPM Country Tracks. So, it did what it had to do. So, if you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button because I'm doing at least 10 videos each and every week. And I know it has to be my mother because in 1985, there was nobody that I hung around that listened to country music except for my mother. My mother's from Kentucky. So, without any further ado, here are the Bellamy Brothers and Old Hippie.
Dude. Oh, intro.
He turned 35 last Sunday, and his hair he found some gray. But he still ain't changed his lifestyle. He likes it better the old way. So he grows a little garden in the backyard by the fence. He's consuming what he's growing nowadays in self-defense. He gets out there in the twilight zone sometimes when it just don't make no sense. Yeah, he gets off on country music 'cause disco left him cold. And he's got young friends and a new wave, but he's just too friggin' old. And he dreams at night of Woodstock and the day John Lennon died. How the music made him happy and the silence made him cry. Yeah, he thinks of John sometimes, and he has to wonder why. 'Cause he's an old hippie and he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old? Should he grab on to the new? He's an old hippie, this new life is just a bust. He ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust. He was sure back in the 60s that everyone was hip. Then they sent him off to Vietnam on his senior trip. And they forced him to become a man while he was still a boy. And behind each wave of tragedy he waited for the joy. Now this world may change around him, but he just can't change no more. 'Cause he's an old hippie and he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old? Should he grab on to the new? He's an old hippie, this new life is just a bust. He ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust. Well, he stays away a lot now from the parties and the clubs. And he's thinking while he's jogging around, sure is glad he quit the hard drugs. 'Cause him and his kind get more endangered every day. And pretty soon the species will just up and fade away, like the smoke from that torpedo, just up and fade away. Yeah, he's an old hippie and he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old? Should he grab on to the new? He's an old hippie, this new life is just a bust. He ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust. Yeah, he ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust.
All right, a long fade on that one. You know what? In hearing that song as an adult, I relate way too much with this song. You know, got the gray hair at an early age, you know, did a lot of partying at a young, early age, up until way too late. Now I don't drink, I don't do anything. You know, I do hang on to older music, and back in the day, and for me, back in the day is the 80s, even though I was born probably the same year this guy got drafted to Vietnam in '69. That's when I was born. You know, there were certain things in my life where I was forced to become a man a lot earlier than I wanted to be. And I'm not trying to change nobody. I really am trying to adjust. The only thing is that I don't do any, you know, drug. And yet I have contemplated very, very seriously, and the day may come real soon where I start doing, you know, the left-handed cigarettes, because I'm left-handed too. You know, because of the pain that I'm dealing with now, and you can't get pain medication without actually paying licensed drug dealers, which they were in the first place when they were passing out all these drug medications, and then the people who actually need them actually have to jump through hoops and do all this other kind of stuff just to get certain relief. And I'm getting to the point where it's unnerving and it's annoying, and I'm really seriously contemplating, doing that because, it has been proven for pain relief. And when I was actually doing that, I wasn't in any pain because I was younger in my body and I was invincible and young and things like that. Now I'm old and my body's like, what are you waiting on? And so I'm probably, going to give in sooner or later. But I kind of like my mind, from doing all that stuff, all the dirt back in the day, and me being, I believe this is year number 14 that I've been clean and sober of alcohol and drugs, that I like certain times that my mind is clear. I like having a milestone of, I used to do that, now I don't. I don't go out, I don't party, I don't do any of that. It might come real soon. But other than that, I like the song. I had that nice little, but the trials and tribulations that this person went through. I like the fact that it was a story, and that was one thing that was missing from a lot of things. But country music, especially back in the day, always told a story, and this told the story that it was easy to follow along, and so I like it. I like it. So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.